Okay, we are back, and now guess who's coming up? You know this guy for years.
Oh, yeah.
And Joe's dad's known the guy for years.
I know Joe's dad, too.
I've
very
known
well.
him since he's been coming to the show, so now we all know this guy. Very talented guy.
I just met him.
Big welcome to the show, everybody, Mike Hemmelgarn. Hey, how?
Yes, look at that country little hand.
It's always a pleasure.
Yep, thank you.
Final thing, if you have the guts.
I was going to say warm hands, cold heart, or something like that.
All right. Well,
All
it's good to be
right,
back.
how you doing, buddy?
Hey, I've been doing great, been busy, been gigging, doing all kinds of shows for all kinds of people, all kinds of places.
You playing some comedy clubs?
You know what? It's kind of a new thing that I got a call a couple years ago, and it was for the Dayton Funny Bone, and it was to go and actually do a family-friendly show. Because I think what comedy clubs are trying to do is they realize that they're alienating a huge chunk of the audience, potential audience, and comedy clubs are noted for having maybe dirtier comics. So I go in every once in a while on a Saturday afternoon, do a one-man show, and it's a family-friendly show. They bring their kids in, they have a special kids menu, and now there's a new Funny Bone opening up. In fact, I think it's opened up in Westchester. So I just got a text, and I'm going to be doing, I guess, consistent shows, family-friendly, at the Dayton Funny Bone and in the one in Westchester.
Now, the family friendly, is that all they're going to do, or set a time for family friendly?
Well, yeah, it's just going to be like I do my shows Saturday at 1 o'clock.
Okay.
And no, then at night they're still going to have their not family-friendly shows.
Okay.
PG and R and whatever. But I go in and I do family-friendly shows, and it's just an absolute blast.
Wow.
Yeah.
I did stand up for 2 years. I left the Forum Club and I did stand up for 2 years, and I love doing comedy.
Yeah.
And when they don't laugh, you just die. But then you get
Oh, yeah.
over that. I always go, am I
There you
gone?
go. There you go. But when you do, I'll tell you what's the greatest feeling, what I love about this so much. First of all, I think it's about time that family-friendly acts started coming into comedy clubs. And even my kids, I see other people's kids come in, and I have the opportunity to make them all laugh, and that's a lot of fun. But when the last time I did one, it sold out.
Wow.
And the feeling of going in knowing that these people are paying money to see you is just so motivational, and the whole experience was just terrific. So I'm kind of high on this new comedy club thing.
Was he there?
No,
I go to most of his shows. I do
he
go to
does.
most
He
of his
goes
shows.
to a lot of my
does he?
shows.
Yeah.
Good man.
Yeah. So if you don't make it into Gillies, they can come in and see me.
Okay.
Family friendly, guaranteed
I'm
you can get
gonna,
it.
now, during the family thing, they don't sell liquor, do they?
I think they do. I think they sell
Okay.
liquor, but they also sell bottomless Cokes and all kinds of greasy, nasty foods.
Well, you
that-
say when they bring the kids in, they're still allowed to sell liquor?
Well, I think, and I'm not even sure, but I'm not, I can't tell you that for sure.
Okay.
But I would think they probably still do. But
Such a great experience for the kids to see a stand-up show.
oh,
something
it's
they've never
terrific,
seen.
and that's another thing. It's an art form. I pride myself on being able to bring in different art forms that a lot of people haven't seen. Art forms. A lot of people who see my show may not think of it as art, but
And you do puppets, too.
and I do puppets. I'm a ventriloquist. I'm a comedy juggler and ventriloquist, and I throw in a splash of magic. So I have an opportunity, and the kids have a chance to see things that they love to see and maybe don't see that much of. So
Who's
there you
that
go.
character?
You know what? That is Rosie.
That
She
looks
is-
like my Aunt Minnie.
she is my 82-year-old kind of spinster woman, and she's kind of a highlight of most of my shows, especially my adult banquet shows and things like that.
Wow.
So she's a lot of fun.
And comedy, they say, this is true, and I've said this to even doctors. Every time you laugh, they say you live a year longer.
I've heard that. I don't know how much
Laughter is a good cure.
it is. Whether that's the direct correlation or not, I don't know, but I think laughing definitely improves the quality of your life and maybe even the duration.
And everybody's got problems when you go to a movie, you go to a comedy club, and you laugh. It's a healing process for the mind. You need to get away from that sometimes.
Right. And it's a healing process for me too.
Yeah.
There's no greater feeling in the world. I know
People
Tim
laugh.
loves doing what he does. We were talking about how we're both kind of passionate about the things we do. He loves, and you can tell the things that he does. And I love it when I take the stage. And you know what? It keeps me young. I absolutely love it.
And you mentioned Tim, and I have said several times that if you really love what you do, and I know Tim does, I love what I do, and I know you love what you do, you're never really working.
No, I
when you
agree.
really love what you're doing.
I agree. I was going to tell you about another project.
Oh, what's that? Go
My
ahead.
bowling ball juggling project. Did I tell you that?
World record.
I'm going to
you're
try,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm working towards it, all right? I'm registered with the Guinness Book World Records.
Really bowling balls?
Real bowling balls, because I juggle those on my show. I don't just juggle
Okay.
balls.
yeah.
I juggle bowling balls and flaming torches, when it's appropriate. And, and I'm not violating fire codes and things like that. Because one time I juggled a flaming torch, as a side note
Yeah.
here. It was in a high school, and I lit the torch, and I'm ready, I'm all pumped. All of a sudden, I hear the doors close. And they did it automatically. They had a system that protected against fire, and everything was closing up on me. I think the next step was water was going to shoot out of the ceiling. I blew those suckers out. I was
Quick.
done. So now I only do it outside and, when it's appropriate. But no, I am working towards trying to set the world record juggling bowling balls.
Cool.
It's going to be cool. Some skinny little dude from Slovakia or someplace. They have pictures of him in the Guinness book right now. And he's juggled 3 10-pound balls for 28.9 seconds.
Wow.
So my goal, obviously, I'd like to hit 30 or more.
Now tell us one more time the dates you're going to be at the Funny Bone.
Well, now we don't have dates. I was just
Oh,
there
okay.
3 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
So they're going to be scheduling. I think it's DaytonFunnyBone.com. So you want to check there and look up on Google the other one. It's the Liberty Township Funny Bone.
Or you can just give me a call and
I'll-
whatever show I'm doing.
That'd be terrific.
I'll try to. You got to call me a month ahead of time if you know.
Yeah.
And then I'll mention it on the show here to come out and see you.
That sounds
That'd be
terrific. All I know is they're going to be more consistent now because of the popularity. People want to see family-friendly shows.
Okay.
So, we'll let you know, and
All right,
it's
that's
going to be a
super.
lot of fun.
cool. All right, sounds great. Thanks
Great.
for coming.
Hey,
Can I ask
thank
a
you.
question of Mike?
Yeah.
When are you going to do the world record thing too? I want to be there for that.
That's up in the,
I was going to say you got 2 fans right here.
I know it. I know. You know what? That's a good question. I'm registered, and I was going to do it, and I pushed it back. My schedule got so busy doing shows. It's really my kids that are motivating me. They want to see Daddy in the Guinness Book. So I'm busy. I have other things. I'll let you know that too.
Okay.
And if you'd announce that, that'd be terrific. The Guinness Book makes you have to make it a public event.
Yeah.
So I would love as many people to come out as possible,
that's super.
and we'll make it as fun for you as we can. It'll be a lot of fun.
Now, knowing this guy, when you're doing it, he'll probably be in China, and she'll probably be in Beverly Hills in California.
Or he'll
Yeah.
have some
World
anaconda
travelers
wrapped
over here.
around his head or something.
I'll fly in for that one.
I would
Will you
too.
fly in?
We'll both be there.
We'll do it.
Yeah, don't forget to give me a call, and I want to give those dates.
Okay, I certainly will.